moment, we want to reflect together on one of the phenomena of life that is inescapable for every one of us from childhood until the time we finish our course on this earth. And that's a phenomenon called pain. Pain is something that nobody likes to talk about and nobody likes to play or toy with, and nobody expects, nobody sleeps and prays that when he or she wakes up, he or she should experience some pain. However, it's been observed that pain is an inevitable part of our life. And we have various forms of pain. We have physical pain, which comes about when one sustains some form of injury. We have physiological pain, which we feel inside our system, which is close to physical pain. We have psychological pain, which deals with the operations of our mind, our thought patterns. We have emotional pains, which has to do with our feelings, with disappointment, and social pain, which affects our relationship with family members and members of the community, which even affects us in the workplace. But in all this, there are lessons to be learned. Pains, like I said earlier, may be unavoidable, not that one should go and be looking for painful experiences. Pains, being part of life, have some positive values which we can learn from. And this session, we can talk about lessons we can learn from pain. Like somebody sang a song, say, the lessons that pain taught me. And that was I just want us to reflect on this moment. Another time, maybe you can go to my channel and check the video. I already done a video on 15 lessons that can be learned from pain, or 15 lessons that pain teaches us as humans. So, have you passed through some pains? Are you passing through pains at present? However, I'd like you to know that some pains are avoidable. Some pains are avoidable. Like the book of wisdom says, some people, they will see trouble ahead and they will decide to go full-headed straight into that trouble. That's not wisdom. You have to avoid trouble. You have to, okay, this kind of person has been touted not to be trustworthy. And you decide to go into business with that person after doing your due. You say, well, the person will change, the person will not do it to me. And the person now did it to you. Now you have financial pain because the person has squandered your money. Now the person has disappointed you, has caused you psychological pain. And the person, instead of being sorry, was not even sorry. Was now, instead of shouting at you or doing some other things, you say, what kind of thing is this? They're causing you emotional pain. That's avoidable in the first place. Like an experience I had so many years ago. There's a place we call Idumota in Lagos. I went to procure some things, and the things were many, so I put them in a big shopping bag. We call it Ghana Must Go in Nigeria, including baby food. My baby was just a toddler then, and the baby food was not common, so we get it at that particular market square. So one young man came to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, I will help you to carry that bag." Then another young man that was familiar with that particular one that offered to help me to carry the bag for a little fee. So whatever you give me, I will take. Let me help you with this load. So that it will be easy for you to pick or tell all the other things you like to pick in the marketplace. That young man came to me and whispered to me, I said, "Excuse me, sir, collect your bag from that boy. It's not a straightforward, it's a thief. It will disappear with your bag. I look at that young man, I said, this one cannot outsmart me in the marketplace. So after moving some meters in the marketplace, and I saw the baby food I wanted to buy, and as I was negotiating with the seller, say, excuse me, how much this one? I'd like to. And we have agreed for me to now pay and collect the food and the teen food, the baby food, and put it in the bag. I look back, the bag disappeared with the bag. It was like magic, as if it was a ghost. But that time it wasn't funny. I ran down the market street. Look here, look there. I know in which direction the tree will fall. So when the elder is telling you, be careful you're cutting that tree, shift your position, do it this way. And you are saying, excuse me, sir, don't worry, I'm not a baby, I can do it. And you now do it and you're not sustaining injury. That's not avoidable? So in some areas, some pains are avoidable. So we are just telling you some pains are avoidable. So do everything you can to avoid the avoidable. This is Nisinuga Reflection, a channel that is based, the philosophy of the channel, the principle of the channel is to produce content that will help to maintain healthy mind, to help to enhance your happiness and your joy and your overall wellness and well-being, and to assist you to avoid tales or stories that touch the heart. That is something that is avoidable, either in the marital relationship or in the community relationship, whichever. As long as you are involved with human beings, then what are things you need to, what are things you need to do? So it's an educational channel. I'm a professional guidance counselor by training. So thank you for reflecting with me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, give thumbs up, so we're going to have sessions like this together. As one of my subscribers and viewers suggest that, why don't I write this thing on the screen? In live stream like this, it's not practicable for me to do that. But what I can do that after the session and YouTube has processed the tape and now post it, I can now download it, and now while editing, I can now put those things. I told the person that at least the transcript is put there by YouTube while you are doing the playback. So go and check the channel, but I will try and work on that. So that it will not be cumbersome. I will not let the live stream be too long. So if you have any question or comment, please share with me. Thank you for reflecting with me. This is Nuga Reflection. Okay. Whatever question or comments you have, just share. So lessons that pains has taught me, borrowing somebody's experience, which I can relate to. I can relate to almost 100%. He says, lesson, pains have taught me that I have to learn, condition myself to smile through the tears. I repeat, to smile through the tears. Like the Bible says, tears may endure for the night, but you can be sure joy comes in the morning. Nothing lasts forever. That's why they say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. You have to learn to encourage yourself. I also find out in the course of my short journey so far on this earth that you need to be strong in your mind, in your character, because the world is not for the weak. The world is not for the weak. Life is not for the weak. Yes, you have to be gentle. You have to be kind. But being weak is another ball game entirely. People will pity you and push you aside. So you have to learn to be strong. That's why in the Bible, in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, God kept telling Joshua that to go and check it out at least 3 times over, in staccato fashion. He said, Joshua, I will be with you. I will help you on this journey. I will help you with the task ahead of you. But you have to be strong and be of good courage. I repeat, you have to be strong and be of. So I'm repeating that same to you. You, in this journey of this life, you have to be strong and be of good courage. Yes, pain will come. But that is to help you to be stronger. Like when we're growing up, is there any, I used to tell my students, I used to teach chemistry. So when they say, well, you are in school to learn. So if you are failing anything, you have challenge with something, that's why you're a student, you are here to learn. If you knew what you're supposed to know, you will not be here. But because you want to learn, you are here to learn. So we're having some challenges. It's for you to now ask me, your teacher. Say, excuse me, sir, ABC, I did not quite understand. Can you please re-explain or explain? Or try to clarify this place for me? That is within your schedule. You have the obligation to yourself to ask. That's why you are there. That's why the teacher is there. And while I was in the university, our teacher was teaching us the comparative anatomy. Then I asked, I think maybe what was biology class or zoology class. That's 200 level in the University of Ibadan. I said, excuse me, ma'am. It was a female lecturer. Excuse me, ma'am. Is it true that men in their rib cage have 9 bones and women have 7 bones? Then people in the class started laughing at me. Because it's something we used to say as children when we were growing up. They were laughing at you, but I was there to learn, and I want to learn. I want to at least somebody that can give me genuine answer, practical answer to that question. So I stood my ground. So you could see, maybe you can tell me your own answer in the comment section. I won't give, maybe in next section I will give it what my lecturer told me. But by the time the lecturer answered the question, I said almost none of them knew the correct answer. When I look at their expression, they were, woo, hee. I just smile, say, see you. And you are laughing at me. So that is part of what you experience. That's like emotional pain, because if I was not standing my ground, I maybe feel ashamed, feel embarrassed that, see me, how can I be asking such a stupid, childish question? But later, I was on top. And I smiled at myself. I felt like on top myself because I asked a question that nobody knew the answer. Nobody had the courage to ask. I asked and I got the answer. So, pain teaches you to laugh through the tears. And also let you know there's not everybody that smile at you, that are there for you, that are in love with you, that cherish and appreciate you. That is part of what pain teaches you. How do you know that? Because after people have smiled at you, they have laughed at you, they have laughed with you. You just see that the next moment you see them jeering at you, then you wonder what? You feel pain, you feel betrayed. So you can see. But when you know that what pain is letting you know that it is not everybody that laughs with you, that are there for you. Also, that it's not everybody that is clapping for you, that is interested in your success and in your winning and in your crowning. So, if you know this, the pain of disappointment, the pain of being, do I call it being traitor, or being not being faithful to you, not being loyal to you. That pain of seeing somebody you thought was your friend, and somebody said was rooting for you. I say, so pain also led you to know that doors that close in your face are not blocking your way, but they are letting you to know that there are some other ways to the way you are going. It also helps you to be more creative, to be much stronger. That's why they say generally that every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. So that part of what pain of disappointment, pain of things that try to delay your journey, you'll be able to see beyond that. But that is if you are able to encourage yourself and be bold and be strong and know that this goal that I set for myself, I will achieve. This purpose will be fulfilled. It's also it's also good to know that you are supposed to be strong on your feet and stop begging folks for support. Yes, if you beg them for support, they may not be genuine. If you want to support, let them support you by them. So let it be free will. Everybody cannot go with you on the journey that God has set for you. So you got more power than you think you have. That's why when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So you look inwards and try to encourage yourself to strive more to get to your goal. Your peace means a lot to you than you think. So you have to learn to encourage yourself. Look inward. That's why in psychology we learn, and counseling learn about principle of self-concept and self-esteem, self-understanding. You have to know yourself, develop self-confidence that you are a full-blooded human being. You have brain for thinking, and you have your own life to live. Nobody can live your life for you. You have your mind to protect. That's I'm always particular about the mind, your mindset, your mental attitude to life. Always work on the positive aspect. Yes, a lot of negatives abound. A lot of negatives abound. In the same vein, a lot of positives abound. So you have to know what are the things you engage in your thoughts. Like the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And like Zig Ziglar said many years back, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. If you believe you can't, that is a defeating behavior. You've already defeated. If you say you have lost, you have lost. But if you believe that I can, I will, I shall, and you trudge on, you will get there. It may not be when you time it to be, but as long as you don't give up, you get there. That's just it. And you don't live a comparative life with anybody. We have different destinies. But the point is, set goal for yourself, understand yourself, and say, I will get there, I will achieve that. So don't do yourself comparative analysis with your twin brother and with your neighbor, with your classmates. We have different roles to play in this life. All you need to identify yourself, your vision, and run with that vision. Like the Bible says, the vision is for an appointed time. It will not fail. It will achieve. So please share your comments and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed before. So don't take pains too personal. Pains in life happens to everybody, but the point is it's relative. And what you see people do, what you hear them say, don't take them too personal. That is their opinion, and that's their own idea. It doesn't define you. The point is, what? How do you define yourself? Let pain teach you what you need to know. Pain is not supposed to put you down. It's supposed to awaken you for a better opportunity, for a better you. So it's teaching you that you can stand, you can achieve, you can overcome. Thank you once again for reflecting with me on this Inuga reflection. We see you tomorrow and we take another topic. If you have any particular topic or phenomena in life, either in philosophy or psychology that affects or social psychology concerning our life on earth and our something that is germane to your mental health, your personal well-being, and your work life. Just say it, we do research on it, and we discuss it. God bless you.